It's green flag time. Let's get this show on the road. One Madison Tall dominates and wins. Trey Wright wins the Indianapolis 200.
Miles out of nowhere is gonna steal it.
It's going to be Mike Fink Jr., number 38. Winnie Crouch is going to take the win here at Pocono. Side by side.
Oh, they're going to be side by side going down.
Local Millions will win the Coca-Cola 600.
We are the NIRA. Welcome to the historic North Wilkesboro Speedway in Wilkes County, North Carolina. For this, the 2020 birthday Bedlam here for the NRA, celebrating Freedomator's 19th birthday. Welcome up into the booth. This is Freedomator. We have a good one here for you from this historic half-mile short track, 60 laps here under the lights in North Carolina. We've got a good field of 42 cars just for this one-off race here. Some of them familiar faces, some of them new, but it should be a good one here anyway. Let's take a look at your starting lineup before we go racing. Are fired here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Rolling off your top 10 is going to be led by Arthur Xavier with the 18 of Jason Dady alongside. Row 2 back there we find the 9 of Ethan Farley and the 91 of Darian Arnsdorf. Row 3 back there we see the 96 of Nonagon Scott as well as the 88 of Eli Bright. Then we have the 43 of Travis Crampton and the 10 of Daisy Johnson. Rounding out the top 10, we see the 98 Landon Smith Jr. and the 8 of Patrick Starr. It's going to be a good one here at Wilkes County. Let's get this show on the road because, ladies and gentlemen, it's green flag racing time. Side by side, coming to the line at the stripe, just barely Arthur Xavier in the 41 ahead of Jason Dady. This track has multiple lanes here. It's a really flat track, but you'd be surprised how well they can run the top side. However, Dady starting to fall back. Meanwhile, seeing 3 wide back there, Arnsdorf slipping high on Eli Bright. Everyone staying clean pretty much through the field so far as we see Ethan Farley going to the inside, Jason Dady. That's for second on the grid as we see the 96, Nonagon Scott trying to force the issue there on the inside of the 18. And then try to get up to the 9 maybe as well. Here comes the 43 of Crampton. Arnsdorf and Bright are side by side. The 98 Landon Smith Jr. trying to get in the mix as well. this shuffling going on behind is allowing Arthur Xavier to pull away in the 41. Ethan Farley's going to be right there behind him as we see this field come down the front straightaway, wiggling behind. I think that was the 14 of Jesse James there on the inside of the 00 and the 81. The 81 Gatlin Downey, and the 00 is Jacob Thibodeau for Starcom. That was very, very squirrely there off turn 4 that last time, but staying pretty clean so far here at North Wilkesboro. So you see side by side here between Front Row Motorsport teammates. That's Nick Kennedy on the outside of Nicolay Sykes, 2 and 3 wide, coming out of 4 again. Oh my goodness, 22! Mitchell Collins way to the inside. What a wicked save by that Pennzoil Dodge. My goodness, that could have been bad, but they held on to it, and we are still green flag racing here. Arthur Xavier continuing to stretch his lead away from Ethan Farley, 96. Nonagon Scott 3rd, Jason Dady 4th, Travis Crampton 5th, Landon Smith Jr. 6th, Eli Bright 7th, and Trey Smith falls into the 8th position. Then 95 Nathan Stapleton 9th, Daisy Johnson rounds out the current top 10 as we'll go through and scroll through the standings there on the top left-hand corner of your screen there. It's been a good one here early on, but expecting pit cycles, of course, around the lap 30s, in the 30s this race. Expecting guys to want to split the race. Oh, hard into the wall behind the 27. That is Logan Williams in the Jermaine Geico entry, slamming the inside wall, but able to keep it going, and we stay green. They're falling back into line just ahead of the 5 of Tyler Mills and the 6 of Dustin Davis. Everyone falling back in line. Looks like the 27 is going to hold on to race contending speed. Right now, he just needs to work his way through the field. As here's one guy that's not doing that, the 34. He slipped back a bit. That's Nick Kennedy. And Darren Arnsdorf also started up towards the front, has now slipped back to the 14th position. Not a very good start for him so far, but wait to see when the pit cycles happen. It might not have to wait for pit cycles to get a battle for the lead. Here is the gap between Ethan Farley and Arthur Xavier's closing. This is Farley in the 9, closing in on the 41. And a tight battle behind between the 96 and 18. Nonagon Scott, Jason Dady. That's for 3rd and 4th. Right behind Farley. Dady and the Super are going to look to the inside. Couldn't quite get there, as we see now Landon Smith Jr. getting around Travis Crampton. That is for 5th on the grid. Eli Bright falls into the 7th position. It is still the 32 Trace Smith 8th. Nathan Stapleton 9th, and the 8, Patrick Starr, moves into the 10th position. Good run for him so far in this race. As we now sit a quarter of the way done here at North Wilkesboro. The gap .36 between Arthur Xavier and Ethan Farley. 36 100ths of a second. The gap, according to the monitor right now, as we see side by side, Nonagon Scott getting passed by Jason Dady. That's for the 3rd position, and the gap shrinking even more. 22 100ths of a second now, off 14 100ths, and that is a pretty significant margin he's pulling in on. He's going to be there in 2 laps at the most. .20 now, the margin between the 41 and 9. And the caution comes out up in turn 1. Trouble involving the 42 of Brandon Udall and the 24 of Noah Clifton. Caution is out, and that was the break that Arthur Xavier desperately needed. Oh, heavy damage to the 24 of Clifton. The 42 as well. The 6 may have gotten a piece of that too. Dustin Davis. He's going to just get tires on that thing. 42 is good. The 24 is getting tires changed. Going to need to take that hood off probably. As now we see cars coming onto the pit road. With them coming down this early, it might have to do more than one cycle here for these 60 laps here. Arthur Xavier pulls down to stall number 1. Jason Dady pulls to stall number 2. We'll wait to see who pulls off first here off the pit road. See if anybody beats the 41. So see, first car to come off. That 6 is a lap down car. 98. Arthur Xavier off first. Ethan Farley second. Nottingham Scott third. Landon Smith Jr. fourth. Jason Dady going to be unofficially in the top 5. Then it's going to be the 32 Trey Smith, the 43 Travis Crampton, the 8 of Patrick Starr, the 6 of Dustin Davis, the 38 of Nicolay Sykes, and the 10 of Daisy Johnson. That's your top 10. Keegan Thompson right there behind the number 10. Well, as we pace under this caution, let's go back and take a look at what happened to put us under this first yellow flag period of the race. So they came out of turn 4, Yadal up into Collins there coming off the 4th turn. As Clifton comes in on the high side, Yadal not going to make the corner there, and they just go up into the outside wall. Yadal on his side rides the outside. You see cars on the inside just avoiding. Whoa, Josh King, the 99, just sneaking through there. Oh, there's the 6 did get a piece there, just scraping along the side of the 24 there, just on the quarter as he went by on the low line. Well, the track is clear and we are good to go, so let's head to the restart here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Lights off atop the pace car here at North Wilkesboro. The 3 cars in front of Arthur Xavier are on the tail end of the lead lap. The 00 of Jacob Thibodeau, the 1 of Dale Lightning, the 81 Gatlin Downey. Pulling up into the lap down lane, we have the 11 Owen Miles, the 37 of Roman Fenway, the 6 of Dustin Davis, the 42 of Brandon Udall, and the 24 of Noah Clifton. Top 5 is going to be Xavier, Farley, the 96 Nottingham Scott, then Landon Smith Jr. and Jason Dady, bringing us back to the green flag. We're racing again in Wilkes. Slow start for the leaders with the traffic there. On the edge of 3 wide coming off turn number 2. Watch Davis go to the inside of Xavier. This could be good for Farley. Not quite going to get there off turn 4. Xavier will continue to lead. Farley going to take a look to the outside of the 6. Dustin Davis goes low. Meanwhile, look at this crazy stuff going on back here. Double file right here with the 36 and 34. Their teammates. That's Roy Riveting going to the inside of the 34 as the field fans out and trouble. On his side, the 20. Brady Ujest and a few other cars involved. One of them looks like the 3 of Eric Monaco. The other one, the 62 of Scott Upton. And big trouble here on lap number 27. Caution out once again. Arthur Xavier continues to lead, and Dustin Davis does not get his lap back. As the field will try to sort everything out. Who goes around? Looks like the 11, 81, 37, and 1 will. 96 Nottingham Scott coming down to the pit road. Mitchell Collins with some damage on the 22 there. Looked like he may have been involved also. Big damage to the front of the 22. 32's got damage on the right-hand side. 40 ran into the end of the pit wall there. The 40 of Stephen Cologne into the end of the pit barrier there. That's a tough break for that McDonald's car. He is now going to be out of this race. Just short of halfway here at North Wilkesboro. Meantime, while we're on this break, let's take a look at what happened to put us under the second caution. Back in this pack back here, they were jostling for position. You see the 13 and 95 get together. BB Roo is 13. Pinched. Brady, you just into the wall there. Scott Upton, the 62. Gets a piece. There's Monaco getting involved. William Brock, the 21. Bradley Ream, the 02. And in the background there, you see the 47 Sam Oskin coming off the pit road and watching for the 22 of Collins to come through here. I guess this is going to happen the lap after once they come in here. Possibly with the stack up when they were getting into the pacing line. Well, watch as the field fans out there at the caution. Off into one. As the field fanning down. Looking for... Is anyone going to slow in front of him or pull down in front of him? There it is right there. 43. In the middle of the track. Absolutely nowhere to go for Mitchell Collins, and 32. It's just a big stack up here as they get into the pacing line to see who's going to come to the pit road and who's not. But some did come to the pit road, some didn't. Some now needed to go to the pit road as a result of that jam up. Well, the track is clear. We are good to go, so let's head to the restart once again here at North Wilkesboro. We're back at your live picture here at North Wilkesboro. 5 cars in the lap down lane, the 6, 42, 24, 47, and the 91. Cars out of the race so far include the 40 Stephen Colon, the 20 Brady Ugis, 62 Scott Upton, 3 Eric Monaco, all involved in that last incident. Green flag just past halfway, we're racing again. On the inside, here comes Ethan Farley. Tried to get there, just couldn't quite. Arthur Xavier still trying to hold on. He slips through turns 3 and 4. Down out of turn 3 and 4. Xavier continues to lead. Double file back there, everyone trying to get around the lap traffic. Landon Smith Jr. falling into the 3rd position there, and at 98, Dustin Davis is the lap car. Jason Dady trying to get by, and he will. Brandon Udall, the 42 behind, in front of the 47 of Samad Osgin back there, trying to navigate his way through traffic. 91, Darren Arnsdorf, a lap down. 38 of Nikolai Sykes finishes out the top 5 there. He's on the lead lap. Field coming around to start lap 35 here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. A little over 20 laps to go in this one as we saw contact back there with Osgin and Arnsdorf. A great save back there to hold on to it. Back up front, we're going to see 25 laps to go this time. Xavier slipped up big time through turn 3 and 4 there. Meanwhile, oh my goodness, 3 wide. They touch coming out of turn 4. Eli Bright, Noah Clifton, and Trey Smith were 3 wide coming off turn number 4 there. And my goodness, I don't know how they made out of it. Here comes the 4 of Chase Buck to the inside of the 13 and the 24. And they contact, around goes Noah Clifton, Travis Crampton. Ben Crouch gets a piece in the 19. The 36, Roy Ribbiden. The 27 also involved, Logan Williams. Again, field coming around, gets the caution flag. Arthur Xavier continues to lead here at North Wilkesboro. And it's Ethan Farley, Landon Smith Jr., Jason Dady, and the 38 of Nikolai Sykes rounding out the top 5 in this one. And it's Daisy Johnson, Charlie Davenport, Jesse James, Patrick Starr, and Daniel Bouchard rounding out the top 10 here on lap 38. Let's take a look back and see what happened to put us under now this third caution of the race. We're on the edge of 4 wide coming off turn 4 there. Clifton down into the 43 after contact with Nonagon Scott. Crampton goes around, Riveting goes around, big damage to the 19 of Crouch. There's the 27 getting a piece. Thibodeau just able to get by. Collins just able to get by. Ream and Tyler Mills able to get by also. 21 coming in late to get through, William Brock. The 11 gets a piece there, Owen Miles. Presumably from the right side of the 43 there, you see all caved in there. Back with your live picture here at North Wilkesboro Speedway, as still under the third caution of this race. Apparently some pit cycles happened while we were watching the replay there. Arthur Xavier still holds on to the lead. The 27 falls into the second position as a result of pits. That's Logan Williams. Ethan Farley back to third. Landon Smith Jr. falls to fourth. Jason Dady fifth. There's sixth with the 38 of Nicolay Sykes. Seventh is Daisy Johnson. Eighth is Charlie Davenport. Ninth is Jesse James. And the 8th rounds out the top 10. That's Patrick Starr. Assumedly going to get the 1 to go here, coming to 19 laps to go here at North Wilkesboro. And there they go, the lights off atop the pace car. Arnsdorf, Osgen, and Davis will come into the lap down lane there, as well as Brandon Udall, the 42. Any else coming? The 24, Noah Clifton, and just those 5 will be in the lap down lane. Owen Miles able to continue after getting damage on his front end there. No doubt going to be a slow car. And Ben Crouch out of the race as a result, as well as Travis Crampton, the only other cars out of the race here so far as a result of that incident on lap 38. Pace cars down once again. We're ready to get this race restarted. Green flag is out once again at North Wilkesboro Speedway. A big jump by the 41 of Arthur Xavier. The 27 there, being a damaged car, held everyone else up. Farley, a great move to the inside, though, to get by. Got a couple of lap cars in front of him, Samet Oskin and Darian Arnsdorf. Basically only there because they got into pit trouble there. Those cars are in pretty good shape. So Farley's going to probably have a tough time getting by them. We're coming to 16 laps to go this time. Arthur Xavier just trying to cruise home now. Farley, big time sideways off turn 4 that time. He held on to it, but just barely. See everyone else able to file through right now, still side by side. This is an impressive battle right here between Arnsdorf and Osgen, though. Looks like Osgen's going to get that position. That will be for, I believe, the 32nd position. Both of them are listed 1 lap down. As Arthur Xavier's just scooting away, coming to 14 laps to go this time. Farley trying to find a way by. He's in the position we saw Zachary DeLello in the Cabela's Cup Series race, just trying to find a way by lap traffic. DeLello caught Winkle with 5 laps to go, so he could have a shot here. Just in the final handful of laps in this race. This is Josh King going underneath the 8 of 42, sliding up big time. Udall up into the 8 of Patrick Starr, and into the inside. Josh King turned by the 34, and another pile up in turn 1. Nathan Stapleton, Josh King, Chase Buck, the 21, William Brock, the 36, Roy Ribbon, Jacob Thibodeau. Finally his luck runs out, and the caution is out for the 4th time here at North Wilkesboro on lap 49. Josh King and Owen Miles are not happy with each other there. Not at all. As the field catches up to the pace car, a little extracurricular activity going on after that incident. Don't know what that was all about. That's short track racing for you. So the fourth caution comes out lap 49. Just under 10 laps to go. Just over 10 laps to go here at North Wilkesboro. And we're coming to 10 to go this time here under the caution here in the birthday bedlam with Arthur Xavier leading. Ethan Farley, Jason Dady, Landon Smith Jr., and Nicolay Sykes. Let's go back, take a look at what happened to put us under this fourth caution. Off turn 4, the 34 just slips Nick Kennedy right up into Josh King. Into the inside wall they go hard. The 32 runs into the 99 Trey Smith. Stapleton, his luck runs out. Clifton involved again. Chase Buck gets a piece. Bradley Reen just barely getting by. Mitchell Collins just getting by. The 21, 36, 11, and 00 not so lucky. And don't know what was going on here with the 11 and 99. Looks like they didn't make contact in the incident here. But we'll keep watching here as they come around, as King probably going to try to come down to the pit road. Trying to come down, and Hunter turns into him. Wonder what that was all about. Not Evan Hunter, excuse me. Owen Miles turns up into Josh King. Kind of wonder what that was all about. Not entirely sure there, but track is clear and we are good to go. So let's head to the restart, probably for the final time here in the birthday bedlam. Lights off atop the pace car here with 8 laps to go in the birthday bedlam. Still Arthur Xavier leading, Ethan Farley, Jason Dady, Landon Smith Jr., and Nicolay Sykes. Field going to come around for 7 laps to go this next time by. Probably the final restart of the race. Pace car comes down to the pit road. Xavier in the 41 going to lead us around. He has dominated this race, trying to bring it home. Green flag is out once again. We are racing again at Wilkes. Into turn 1. Xavier pulling away. A great jump on the restart. And the rule with the old style of restarts, after under 10 laps to go, lap cars do not pull into the lap down lane, and this could cost Ethan Farley here. Now 6 laps to go. Side by side in front of him, Sam Oskin and Darian Arnsdorf. They've had this battle rage for several restarts now. Roy Ribbon onto the pit road there in the 36. At 5 to go. No more restarts now. If the caution comes out now, the race is over. Arthur Xavier comes around. He'll see 4 laps to go. They're running out of time behind. Everyone just trying to gain what positions they can. Ribbon back on the track. His car all beat and battered, but he is going to wheel it home. 3 laps to go. Coming around, the final 2 turns, gonna get the popsicles this time. Farley still trying to get by the 91 of Arnsdorf. Roy Ribbon back onto the pit road. Popsicles in the air, 2 to go. It's all gonna come up Stuart Haas Racing. So unless anything goes on in this final lap, it's Arthur Xavier taking it home. White flag, 1 lap to go at North Wilkesboro. Arthur Xavier has dominated. He has led just about every single lap, if not all of them. And now coming around to lead lap 60, Arthur Xavier wins the 2020 Birthday Bedlam at North Wilkesboro. He survives the chaos and wins. Farley tried to get by, could only come so close. And the 41, Arthur Xavier, pulls it off and wins in Wilkes County, North Carolina. He'll come down to the pit road and be welcomed by his team, a winner. Take a look at your final standings here. Arthur Xavier wins with Ethan Farley second, then Landon Smith Jr., Nicolay Sykes, Keegan Thompson, Patrick Starr, Charlie Davenport, Daniel Bouchard, Eli Bright, and Roman Fenway round out the top 10. Only 24 cars finished on the lead lap. The ones that did not finish on the lead lap: Jason Dady, Daisy Johnson, Sam Doskin, Darren Armsdorf, Dustin Davis, Brandon Udall, Nathan Stapleton, Noah Clifton, and Roy Ribbiden. The cars that did not finish, period: Josh King, Mitchell Collins, William Brock, Ben Crouch, Travis Crampton, Stephen Colon, Brady Uga, Scott Upton, and Eric Monaco. Crazy race here at North Wilkesboro. Here under the lights, it comes up Stuart Haas Racing. Arthur Xavier wheels that Ford Mustang to victory lane. From North Wilkesboro, this is Freedomator. I will catch y'all in the next race. Y'all have a good one.